David Johnson of the Cards. He's with us here on Tiki and Tierney. David, how are you, buddy? What's happening?
I'm doing good.
Tiki's a fan. That's got to make you feel good.
Congratulations on your early success. Why did it look so easy for you? A lot of guys get it right away. Some guys, it took me 3 years before I figured it out. But why did it look so easy for you last year for the Arizona Cardinals?
I think it was, the team atmosphere. Our line was doing really well, and then I had veterans that were able to help me, learn the playbook. Andre Ellington, Chris Johnson, who helped me taught me how to run the ball, and then our running backs coach, Stump Mitchell, was a great leader, a great teacher, and I think that's what helped me, make it look so easy.
Now, how do you follow this up? Obviously, the success that you had last year at the end of the season after everybody kind of got banged up, you had to take on a heightened role that I don't think a lot of people expected. Maybe you didn't even expect to have to take on. But what's the encore for you in 2016?
My biggest thing is I'm glad that I get the chance to actually play a full season and, getting more comfortable with the offense and getting more comfortable with being an NFL player. I'm really excited. And, I'm getting in right now with training and conditioning, and I feel like it's going to be a good season.
All right, we're talking to David Johnson, the Cardinals. A great rookie season. Not a lot of carries, only 125. Still had 8 touchdowns. Also caught 4 touchdowns as well. I'm curious here, David. There's so many players in all sports that kind of come from nowhere. Now, I know to you, your journey was not nowhere. It was obviously very defined, but Northern Iowa is not playing the Buckeyes too often on, ABC on Saturday afternoon at noon. And I know you understand where I'm coming from. A guy like you who has such talent, it's obvious as we watch you on Sundays. How do you slip through the cracks? Was that a choice to stay at a small school, or did you blossom late? Did anybody else recruit you big-time, big power schools?
No, I think I was kind of a late bloomer. I didn't get big scholarships coming out of high school. I'm from Iowa, and I'm from a small school, and the school I went to in high school wasn't really known as a powerhouse football team. So I think that kind of hurt me, but, I can't be mad I'm not mad at all with my journey. Had a great college career at Northern Iowa, and I'm definitely blessed that I had the opportunity to play there. And, it's just, a lot of guys fall through the cracks.
Yep.
But the biggest thing is, once you do get the opportunity to play in the league, our biggest thing is how do you use that opportunity.
It's interesting when you look at your group with the Arizona Cardinals with Chris Johnson there as well. It's, he's one of those guys. He rushed for 2,000 yards. It felt like his career was just going to skyrocket. Then it kind of fell off. What's he like, and what's he taught you about this position? Because a lot of people have, discounted the value of the running back, but I think you prove the opposite.
He's a great leader, a great, teacher, especially with me coming in with my first year. He was able to teach me how to run effectively, how to, use my blockers and set up the blocks, especially in the second level with the linebackers who some linemen struggle to get into them. And he taught me how to be patient when I'm running the ball. He's quiet, but he was able to teach, me, Andre, and a lot of the running backs how to run the ball effectively.
It's one of these things in the world nowadays where we want access. We see it with Hard Knocks, but you guys are taking on something that's a little bit bigger because it's on Netflix or Amazon, I should say. All or Nothing, a season with the Arizona Cardinals. What are we going to see in this film? Is this like?
I heard it's awesome, by the way, T.
Yeah. What are we going to see? Are we seeing personalities of players? Are we seeing the vicious side of the game? What are we going to see?
You're seeing all that. The great thing with Amazon is that they're able to capture the whole season, not just, the preseason and stuff. They're able to capture from the draft all the way into the last game, and they're able to capture off-the-field stuff, on the field, and like you said, the character of the players. You get to see basically everything that goes on in an NFL organization throughout a season. You get to see, with me personally, you get to see wedding planning that I went through. Me having a new dog. You get to see the biggest thing is my progress from when I first got to the Cardinals till the end of the season. You get to see, a lot of stuff, and they captured it very well throughout that, that whole ordeal.
So has the wedding occurred yet, or are you still finalizing the plans here?
We had it. We had it in April, April 8th of this year, and I'm so blessed that I got married to Megan, and I couldn't ask for anything.
Nice. Good shout
Yeah,
out to the
yeah,
wifey.
yeah. That sounds good. Tell us about the bachelor party. How was it?
Just got to hang out with my friends.
Nice.
So it was a good time.
Little low key.
You got married the day after I turned 41. That's a good time of year. Early April.
Yeah.
You know what? Like I grew up, not grew up, but kind of was a baby when Bruce Arians was at Virginia Tech with my dad, and he and his wife used to babysit me, and we love him. We've had him on our show multiple times. In fact, I think he was our first overall guest when we first started.
He
our
was
show.
our first day.
He is awesome. But out of this Amazon All or Nothing special, we see that one of the practice squad guys, Lawrence Okoye, got cut because he couldn't find a player's parking spot and instead had to park in a fan's parking spot. Tell me about Bruce from your perspective.
Oh, Bruce, he's a tremendous coach. He knows exactly what he's looking for in players, and he knows how to use them. Especially with me, he didn't want me to come on the field too fast to where, I might my head might explode or, I might be overwhelmed, and he did that really well. But he's definitely a player's coach, and he knows what to expect. And the best thing throughout this is you get to see, his process, the different teams that he played for, and you get to see his character, which he doesn't sugarcoat anything. He lets you know exactly what he's thinking, and he lets you know. If you're messing up, he'll let you know.
Yeah, he's the man. He's old school, but he's cool. He seems very relatable. Let me ask you this here, David. I'm curious about. We talk about all the quarterbacks all the time. Brady, Peyton, of course, who just retired. Cam Newton, Drew Brees, all these guys, and deservedly so, get a ton of love and also a lot of criticism for those who are trying to, reach draft expectations, et cetera. One player that's amazing for the most popular sport in the world, I feel like, or at least in the States, soccer. Waste time on soccer. Carson Palmer, I feel like a lot of people still don't know his personality, and he's been around for a long time. He was the former number 1 overall pick. What is he like in the huddle? What's Carson Palmer like when nobody's watching?
Carson is a great leader. He's a great player. He's a player that, everyone wants to be a part of, a player that everyone wants to, be teammates with. And especially with me, he helped me out a lot, especially in blitz pickup. I think that was probably the hardest thing for me coming from college to the pros, is being able to, dissect the defense, being able to know which blitzer is coming, and being able to know the fronts. And with Carson, we'd literally be in a game, and he'd tell me exactly which player was coming, and that helped me out a lot because, like I said, early on, my head was spinning, and he was able to help me calm down, help slow the game for me, to where, it became more natural, and he was able to let me know, like I said, exactly which player was coming, and that helped out a lot. I think that's one of the biggest things that a lot of people don't know about Carson, that he's definitely a great player to be a great player and teammate to have on the team.
Yeah, if you can't do that, you can't blitz pick up. You're a liability. You got to be above the X's and O's. So you'll figure it out as you get more familiar with it. Last question we have for you here. You heard the Tom Brady news. I think you've heard the Tom Brady news that he's going to be suspended for the first 4 games unless he appeals to the Supreme Court. What's your initial thought? You guys open up with the Patriots in Game 1.
My initial thought is, team comes first. We don't really, especially me. This is my second year, and I have a lot of, to me, I have a lot of growing to do. So I don't really think too much, on Tom Brady, especially since he plays offense. And my biggest goal, my biggest focus is definitely getting better personally with the playbook and being an NFL player. So if we do play him, or if we don't play him, it's not that big a deal to me. We all got to come out and play and help win the game. So it's not too focused for me.
I know you got to bounce here. You don't know my personality first time we've chatted. If you were a defensive player or if you were around a little bit longer, I would have called BS on that. We would have had a little conversation. But I got to tell you, I believe him when he says that because you're 2 years in and
he doesn't care.
You're not playing against Tom Brady. I'm sure some of your teammates might, but hey, listen, you sound like a great young man. Best of luck with the marriage. Best of luck with camp. I think a lot of people are going to be picking you up early on the fantasy boards. And to reiterate, my man to my left, Tiki Barber's a very big fan, which is a great compliment to you.
Good luck, David.
Thank you.